Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, guys, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about the struggle, but I promise these videos are gonna get to some more happier stuff. But let me tell you something. You know, when you're living a life as a single father, well, you have to make choices, and you have to hope the choices you make are the best ones. You know, follow me, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. So sometimes as a single father, you know, you face circumstances when you get some money, and you have to decide, what do I do with that money? Do we go on vacations? Or do we go do this or do that, or do this or do that? And, you know, when you only have one vehicle and you're paying high dollar rent and everything like that, you start thinking, maybe I need to buy a second vehicle. So that's what I did. So anyways, I went and bought me a fucking 2003 Mercedes. Yeah, it was a good idea. Stress off my back. Now I got two cars, one breaks down, we got another. What a great choice. So anyways, you know, as I've told you in my last previous videos, you know, I'm a failed musician. I failed at every single thing I've ever done in life. And what would make this circumstance any different? Well, let me hop in and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So, everything went good for a day or two. You know, and then I get in my car and I put my little funky key in to go drive off one morning, saying I'm going to drive this one to work. And I go to turn it over and nothing. Nothing. So, you know, I get thinking, scratching my head. And I took my butt out of the car and I go check under the hood. Follow me. Show you what's up there. So anyways, I get looking under here. Now, here's a few issues with this car. And they're issues that you never even think about looking for when you buy a car. Well, the first one is, so my battery went dead. Yeah, it's a dead battery. The heat killed it. About $150, $160. But as a single daddy that doesn't make much money and all that crap, well, this might as well be a paperweight. But I got something even weirder to show you. Now, you know, most times when you buy a car, you know, there's just certain things that you don't really question about it. You know, like, such as, how do you check the oil? You know, because every car you've ever bought has a dipstick. Right here. Well, not on this car. And I even bought a dipstick for it, and it will not go down in that hole. So I don't know what that hole's for, but I looked online, and it's sure not a dipstick. So we'll put that back in there. So I just beg to differ. You know, you try to make the right choices in life. Try to spend your money on what's best for your child. And for us single fathers, it just seems to never work out. You know, it's just like every good choice is a bad choice. And every bad choice is a bad choice. I don't know how you win it. So basically, guys, come to find out, you check the oil through the TV screen that's on the car. But it's a 2003. So let me show you what that looks like. Well, I can't show you what that looks like, duh, because it don't work. The TV screen don't work, even when there's juice in the battery. So you can't even check the oil on the car. Yeah. I'm not making it up. So, I can only do what I can do, which means I just got a paperweight. Just another day in the life of a single daddy, trying to do the right things, working his butt off 60 hours a week. And things just don't seem to come together. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to share my life with you guys on the show, and I'm going to keep doing that through all the different situations that I go through. And let me tell you, I go through a lot of them. Such as a car where you can't check the oil. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you on the next episode.